Good morning student. This is our second part of the photosynthesis, and in this part we are learn about the different processes of light reaction. Let us see one by one the different process of light reaction. Before that, the first step of light reaction is electron transport system. Light reaction occurs through the or occurs in the thylakoid membrane of the chloroplast and is a photochemical phenomenon in which light energy is converted into the chemical energy. This phase of photosynthesis is preparatory phase, during which required amount of ATP and NADPH plus is conserved for the further reduction of CO2 into the carbohydrates. That means the energy is generated in this process of light reaction. Until 1937, it was thought that the oxygen evolved during the process comes from the CO2, but Robert Hill in 1937 proved that oxygen is evolved from the water molecule by using the isotope of oxygens. During light phase, splitting of water molecule takes place, and this process is exclusively controlled by the light and hence called as a photolysis of water. Photolysis. Photon, that means light. Lysis means breakdown. In presence of light, breakdown of water takes place here, hence it is called as a photolysis of water. This reaction is also well known as a Hill reaction. Okay. In this way, this light reaction or the first step of light reaction is electron transport scheme. It is also known as the Z scheme of the light reaction. It is an energy diagram. Energy diagram of the Z scheme. There are the two photosystem are there. Photosystem second and photosystem first. Okay. And here both photosystem in presence of light produces the energy in the different form. Okay. Here the energy is produces here in the form of NADPH plus. Okay. And also in this part also in the form of ATP the energy is produces. And one another part of this reaction at the start of this Z scheme or light reaction, the water molecule, that is known as the photolysis of water in presence of light, breakdown of water molecule, and by the breakdown of the water molecule, this water molecule is divided into oxygen and hydrogen. It is oxidizing process. Okay, oxygen is separated here and it is come from the water molecule. That is the first important outcome of the light reaction. In this way, there are two most important outcome are there. First one is the oxygen and another one is the energy in the form of ATP and NADPH form. It is undertaken in this scheme, Z scheme. It is also known as an energy diagram because in this process the energy is produced here. Here the Z scheme of photosynthesis was formulated by Hill and Bendall in 1960. It is based on the demonstration of immersion and ETL in 1958. The overall process of electron transport during the light phase of photosynthesis is absolutely light driven process. Here the enzyme, electron carriers and photosystem required for the electron transport are present in the thylakoid membrane of the chloroplast, and hence it is the site for electron transport. Which is the site? Thylakoid membrane is the site for electron transport system. Okay. During electron transport, two light reactions are combined to lift the electron into two stages from water, which is ultimate electron donor, to NADPH. Let us see here. This is the electron, and this electron come from the water, and it is denoted to the pigment system second. It is the ultimate electron donor to form NADP. Okay. This electron further go in this way and it comes toward the NADP. It comes and react with the NADP and form the energy NADPH plus. So it is the ultimate electron donor for NADP. NADP is the nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate molecule, a final acceptor of the electron molecule. The photosystem concern a link by the series of carrier. Let us see here. This is first carrier, second, third, fourth. These are the different carriers are there. Okay, these are the carrier. These are the different carriers which constitutes a downhill bridge. It form a bridge-like structure between pigment system second to the NADPH. So it is known as the downhill bridge. So the electron flow follow a Z-shaped path. Let us see. This is the inverted Z-shaped path. Start from here to here to here. This is the inverted Z-shaped part. The figure Z scheme is a map which exhibited the direction of electron flow and electron carries, which lies between the HO2, that means the water molecule, and NADP. This diagram is also shown free energy level and redox potential of moving electron. The two photosystem and the component of electron transport chain, which begins with the water molecule and end with the NADPH, as follows, in which first part started from here Mn containing protein, that is the Z complex is here. First, this is the photosystem second. The reaction is started from here and it required a reaction center, and that reaction center is P680. Here excitation of electron from the water molecule, it comes toward the photosystem second or the reaction center second. Further that it is excited and comes toward the pheophytin. This is the PHEO, pheophytin. It comes toward excited and comes toward pheophytin. Further, from pheophytin it goes toward the quinine molecule. It is a quinine or plastoquinine molecule. It is a mobile carrier of the electron. Further, from quinine and plastoquinine, it comes toward the cytochrome B. Let us see here a small part is there, cytochrome B part, and further from cytochrome B, it goes toward the cytochrome F. Okay, and for that purpose, this cytochrome B, it is come from the FeS, iron sulfur protein. Okay, and further that electron come toward the cytochrome F. Further that it comes toward the PC. PC is the plastocyanin. It is a copper containing protein. Let us see. In this way, these electrons come toward the plastocyanin. It is a copper containing protein. From plastocyanin, it absorbed by the photosystem first. Again photosystem first, it having a reaction center 5p700. This electron is also again excited and go in upward direction and absorbed by the FES, or it is known as the FRS. FRS, that is the ferredoxin reducing substance compound, and further it goes to the FD, ferredoxin, a non-heme iron protein, and further that this electron is absorbed by the NADP molecule. Further it react with the NADP molecule, and again here the hydrogen molecule is combined here and a energy rich compound, that is the NADPH plus, it is formed here. Okay, in this way, in this Z scheme, energy in the form of NADPH plus is produces, so this reaction is also known as an energy diagram. In this way, when pigment system second receives light energy, its reaction center molecule donates the energized electron to the primary electron acceptor, and that primary electron acceptor is nothing but the pheophytene. This is the pheophytene. From light energy is also causes the splitting of water molecule into the oxygen and hydrogen and electron in presence of the Mn protein. Okay, and after that the phenomenon that is known as the photolysis of water. This is the photolysis of water. Electron released during the photolysis of water, that is accepted by PS second to fulfill an electron hole of reaction center molecule. When excited electron are moving from PS second to pheophyrin, after that the cytochrome F, plastocyanin, and further it is toward the pigment system first. Again from pigment system first, it absorbed by the ferredoxin, and further it goes to the NADP molecule, and in this way this path is look like a Z letter of English alphabet, so it is known as a Z scheme of light reaction. And in this way, here a energy rich molecule, that is nothing but the NADPH, is produced in this reaction. Let us see in the another way this scheme is look like. Let us see here. This is the again Z scheme. Photosystem second is here, photosystem first is here. Okay, light energy, different light are here. This is the photolysis of water. Electron, 4 electron are comes toward the photosystem second. Excitation is there. This electron comes toward the photosystem first. Again excitation of electron is there, and further that electron is combined with NADP and form the NADPH plus molecule. Okay, in this way this is the another diagrammatic representation of the electron transport system. Our next part, that is the photophosphorylation. Here the phosphorylation, first known about the phosphorylation. Phosphorylation is a chemical process by which the phosphate group is added into an acceptor molecule. In this process of photosynthesis, ATP molecule are generated by the phosphorylation of ADP molecule. Let us see here. ADP in presence of inorganic phosphate, in presence of light and chlorophyll pigment, that ADP molecule is converted to the energy rich molecule, and that energy rich molecule is nothing but the ATP, and it is suggested by the Arnon and his associate in 1954. Here the ATP molecules are generated by the phosphorylation of ADP, which using the energy of sunlight, and that process is known as the photophosphorylation. Photo means light and phosphorylation means the conversion of ADP molecule into the ATP molecule. Here the process of formation of energy rich ATP molecule from ADP molecule by addition of phosphate group in presence of light reaction or light energy, that is known as the photophosphorylation. In this way, here two molecules are there. Okay, that molecules are nothing but the ATP adenosine triphosphate and ADP adenosine di. Di means two. In this two phosphate molecule, one additional phosphate molecule is added here. So this ADP is converted into the adenosine diphosphate is converted into adenosine triphosphate, because one phosphate molecule is added here in presence of light and chlorophyll pigment. In this way, this process is known as the photophosphorylation. Okay. Further, photophosphorylation, so far three different kind of photophosphorylation have been recognized. First one is the non-cyclic photophosphorylation, second one is the cyclic photophosphorylation, and third one is the pseudocyclic photophosphorylation. In our syllabus only two are studied here, non-cyclic photophosphorylation and cyclic photophosphorylation. Let us see one by one. First one is the non-cyclic photophosphorylation. This is the diagram or diagrammatic representation. It looks like the Z scheme also. Here the non-cyclic photophosphorylation, electron flow is unidirection. Okay, electron produces here in photolysis of water, comes to our photosystem second, from photosystem second to photosystem first and toward the NADP. This is the unidirectional flow. So this is known as the unidirectional and start from the water and to NADPH plus via pigment system second and pigment system first. Pigment system second transfer its excited electron to plastoquinine, cytochrome B6, cytochrome F, cytochrome B6, cytochrome F, plastocyanine. Okay, and further toward the pigment system first. Eventually reaches toward the ferredoxin, which is in turn donated it to the NADP. This electron transport yield both photosystem are involved and produces the two photochemical product, that is the ATP and NADPH plus. Let us see here. This ATP molecule are generated at this stage. Energy used indirectly to synthesize the ATP molecule between quinine to the plastoquinine path. In this way, two energy rich compound ATP and NADPH plus are synthesis here, and there are two types of the photophosphorylation, cyclic and non-cyclic, and this is the first type, non-cyclic photophosphorylation, because the electron transport in unidirectional manner. Start from here electron and goes toward the NADP. That electron does not comes again toward the water molecule. So it is known as the unidirectional non-cyclic photophosphorylation. Okay. Second one is what is the significance of non-cyclic photophosphorylation? First, it produces the ATP molecule which act as a energy donor in the dark reaction. Okay, that means energy is produced here and that energy is forward to the dark reaction. Second, it is also from the NADPH2 molecule which acts as a H2 donor in the dark reaction. Both are energy rich compound and they are produced in this non-cyclic photophosphorylation, and further that energy rich molecule are produced or used in the dark reaction. Third one, it involves the photolysis of water. Okay, here first step is nothing but the photolysis of water, splitting of water molecule into the oxygen and hydrogen. It releases one molecule of free oxygen and two molecule of water here. These are the significance of non-cyclic photophosphorylation. This is the another step. Let us see here. Photon. Here the electron that are excited from chlorophyll of photosystem first, it comes toward the ferredoxin, plastoquinone, cytochrome, plastocyanin, and this electron is again comes toward the chlorophyll pigment of photosystem first. And it is shown in this figure that in non-cyclic photophosphorylation both the photosystem are there, but in cyclic photophosphorylation only photosystem first is there, and from photosystem first excited electron is come again toward the photosystem first, so it is known as a cyclic photophosphorylation. Let us see, this electron comes again toward the photosystem first, and a complete cycle is formed here, so it is known as the cyclic photophosphorylation. Here the cyclic photophosphorylation involves only pigment system first and electron flow same path repeatedly. Let us see here. Repeated path of electron are undertaken here, that is cyclic route. Excited electron from pigment system first is transferred to the ferredoxin, which transfer accept electron to the cytochrome B6 instead of NADPH molecule. This electron reaches pigment system first again to fulfill the electron hole through cytochrome F. Okay, and again and through the plastocyanin, cytochrome F, plastocyanin, and again this electron comes toward the pigment system first. Cyclic photophosphorylation yield only one photochemical product or energy, and that energy is in the form of ATP, and that produce here ADP plus inorganic phosphate, they produces the ATP, energy rich molecule. And non-cyclic photophosphorylation can be detected by oxygen evolved since photolysis of water is integrated part of the electron pathway, but not here in this reaction. In this way, in this cyclic photophosphorylation only energy rich ATP molecule is produced here. Okay, in this way, this is the cyclic photophosphorylation. This is the another diagram from the photosystem first. Photons are there, comes to the reaction center P170. Excitation of electron takes place. They comes toward through the ferredoxin toward the plastoquinone. From plastoquinone it is again comes toward the plastocyanin, but at this part from plastoquinone to plastocyanin, here ADP is converted into the energy rich molecule, that is the ATP, in this part only. Okay, further this electron comes from plastocyanin to photosystem first again. Okay, and a cycle is completed here. Here the photosystem second is totally inactive here. Let us see in this diagram. Photosystem second is totally inactive and only photosystem first is active here. Okay, in this way a cycle is performed here, hence it is known as the cyclic photophosphorylation. Okay, let us see the significance. First, only one pigment system is active here. Photolysis of water do not takes place here. Third, there is no formation of NADPH plus here. Only two ATP molecule are generated in the cyclic photophosphorylation, and these are some significance of the cyclic photophosphorylation. In this way, this is the second part of our lecture. I hope you are understand this. Thank you very much.